This person says, I feel less confident in the future of this product. Bro, do you think Mexico literally made the whole game? I feel like people have this misconception of like, since he was like, I guess like the most vocal, that, as being the most vocal developer, somehow makes it like he did like most of the work. Like he picked up all the slack. He did all the, like, bro, no, bro. Like, he could like, if he was the, like, if he picked up all the slack and he did most of the work, this game would not have came out in, as people like to make fun of it, 9 years. It would have came out in goddamn 60, 70 years. You know what I mean? It takes a team. You know what I mean? It takes a team to do all this together. You know what I mean? One person might be very good at one section, but they're not good at all sections. And they can't cover everything at the same time. It's just like, it would be outrageous. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. And I always like to bring back my serving days. But yeah, I used to, early on when I was really young, I used to work at Waffle House. You know what I mean? And, bro, Waffle House, I'm going to tell you right now, while they hire anybody, like anybody, bro, they will make you work like you've never worked before. I say this because they make you do every single like process. Like regular restaurants, for example, you have a host. They greet the person, they bring them to the table. Then you have the server. They serve you. They bring you out your drinks. They put in your food. Then most places have a food runner. Or no, most places they have the cook and they have the expo. The expo, puts all the stuff nicely on the plates. Make sure the cooks has everything for there. And they usually have food runners or other servers could run food when they're, not busy, to the table. And then once, the server checks them out, all that and that, make sure they're good. And then you have people who clean the tables. Then you go back there, there's a dishwasher. It's all this team that's working together. Then you have the managers that oversee all that. You know what I mean? That's usually how it works. Bro, in Waffle House, you have to do every single part of that. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, that doesn't seem like a lot of work. Dog, if you ever worked at a Waffle House at 3 a.m., when like 10 different parties of, mostly drunk and high people walk in, and they all want your attention at the same time, and you have to literally, as you're greeting this person, you have to check out this person, get that person's food, you have to go wash the dishes here, you have to go do this. They make you do every single part of that process. And guess what? Since the culture in Waffle House is people are not caring, they're not going to tip you. And unfortunately, how America works, I know I have a lot of people from overseas. America doesn't pay their, what's it called? Their servers like actual living wages. They're paid by their tips. You know what I mean? And a lot of people in America, there's this controversy like, oh, well, I'm not going to tip because, the restaurant should pay them more, which is never going to happen, unfortunately, because of American, I don't even know American what, but it ain't really going to happen. And unfortunately, if you work at Waffle House, you're going to be making nothing and you're going to be doing all the work. And it sucks. And it's and what I'm trying to get to with this analogy is it's way better with a team when you're working at a restaurant, you know what I mean, where everybody has this little part of the job they get done to make the whole experience. And same thing in game development, you know what I mean. You have this whole team, you have the managers, you have the people that work on this part of development, you have people who work on this part of development, you know what I mean. You have the people who deal with the social media, all the that. You have people who deal with the business dealings of like which platform, all that stuff. And you got people who moderate things, like people who moderate this forum, moderate other places on the internet. It's all a team that works together to get it all done. And with that being said, while he might have left, that doesn't mean like the game's going to go completely down because he was carrying all the weight. Like it was a team effort, and it's still a team effort. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's where I was getting with that. But all right.